When it comes to the internet and social gaming, 1 minute you're in, the next minute you're out. Many companies have learned this. Look at Zynga. 1 minute they were in with Farmville, the next minute they're out. And what's obsessive now? Candy Crush. Well, I'm talking to the CEO of SGN, Chris DeWolfe. Who knows better than being in or out? He was the co-founder of MySpace, and when he was there, boy, were they hot. He's gone, and it's not. So let's talk about your company that you're at right now, SGN. What does it take to create that next addictive game?
That's actually a great question. We have a little bit of a different strategy in that we're trying to actually de-risk the game development process by choosing games that are in similar genres, choosing games that have similar game mechanics, games that we know will be at least doubles, if not home runs. And to go for that home run is great, but we're growing our company great with doubles and triples right now.
And so what kind of games are you designing?
So we're focused on two different types of games. We're focused more on a female demographic. So we're focused on light casino games, so games like slots and bingo, and then puzzle games that have a really great narrative around them with playful characters and animations.
How important is a company like Facebook to the gaming scene?
It's incredibly important for two different reasons. One, it's the social glue or the identity that brings people together, that makes a game more interesting, that allows you to play a game with your friend and see how your friend's progressing in the game. And number two, from a customer acquisition perspective, meaning advertising perspective, bringing in more users, it's the best place to do that. And I think we all saw that from today's announcement in how much their mobile numbers on the advertising side grew.
As I mentioned, it's so hard to stay on top. You've seen that with MySpace, although I see that they're trying to make a comeback. I've seen the new ads, where they're showing the hip kids and all that. Is it a good idea for some of these companies like Zynga to go public, or is it better to stay private so you can kind of keep control of your company?
That's a great question, and one I've been asked a lot. And I think you really need to have a good view or a good outlook, a very confident outlook over the next 2 years of what your revenues and profits are going to be, because the street, as you know, is very unforgiving if you miss just one quarter. And when you're in the creative space, it's easy to have a delay on developing and releasing a game or two, and which is, I think, one of the things that happened to them, among others.
Yeah, so what is the game that you're most obsessed with right now?
Well, like you, we just talked about this earlier. In terms of our competitors and my peers, Candy Crush is certainly a lot of fun to play. There's a lot of different levels. A game that we have that's been a top hit for over a year is one called Panda Jam, which is also incredibly fun, and I'm very obsessed with that game as well.
All right, it sounds like I've got to download some Panda Jam and get jamming with those pandas. That's Chris DeWolfe. He's the CEO of SGN, and I'm Deborah Borchardt with The Street.